pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Here.
Councilman Wareheim?
Here.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Here. I don't feel like reading. You want me to read?
Right. Correspondence. Parade Run Walk, Kings Park, Youth, Baseball, Softball, Opening Day, third reading. Special event, Smithtown Chamber of Commerce, Festival Day, second reading. Parade Run Walk, Nesconset Athletic Association. Opening Day Parade, second reading. Nesquag River State Park Foundation 5K, second reading. St. James Chamber of Commerce, St. Patrick's Day, second reading. Parade Run Walk, American Legion 944 Memorial Post, second reading. Parade Run Walk, Holy Mary Knights of Columbus Memorial Parade, second reading. And Parade Run Walk, St. James Smithtown Little League, Opening Day Parade, second reading. Okay, resolutions. The town board to authorize the town clerk to advertise for the following bids to return to Town Hall, 99 West Main Street, Smithtown, New York, under dates indicated at 11 a.m. That's number 1, A through I. Bid number 16-011. Asphalt picked up from plant and delivered to job sites March 17, 2016. Bid number 16-010. Asphalt resurfacing March 17, 2016. Bid number 16-026. Communication equipment March 17, 2016. Bid number 16-030. HVAC service and repair March 17, 2016. Bid number 16-029, Arts and Crafts Supply, March 24, 2016. Bid number 16-031, Silkscreen Sweatshirts, March 24, 2016. Bid number 16-032, Sporting Goods, March 24, 2016. Bid number 16-020, Rebuilding Services for Engines, Transmissions, March 24, 2016. And bid number 16-022, Lumber and Plywood, March 24, 2016.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim? Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes.
Town Board to authorize the town clerk to advertise for the following request for proposals to be returned to Town of Smithtown Purchasing Department, 65 Maple Avenue, until 4 p.m. on the dates indicated. Pin number 16-028. Request for qualifications for on-call professional services, March 28, 2016.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes.
Number 3, the town board to do study and deliberation of the subject record to issue a secret negative declaration of non-significance as a 3A special exception petition 2015-10 by Kings Park Solar LLC dated February 24, 2016.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes.
Item number 4, the town board to approve the following for 1 and B through G. Regular meeting minutes, February 2nd, 2016. B, extension of bid number 15-014 for athletic field clay. C, extension of bid 15-008 for silkscreen shirts. D, traffic annual conference. E, town clerk to issue a parade run walk permit for Kings Park Youth. F, town clerk to issue a parade run walk for St. James Chamber of Commerce. And G, rescind resolution 2016-156 at the town board meeting held February 25th, 2016.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Can I ask to table D? The reason I wish to table is I believe that John Saraceno no longer is an employee of the town. Am I correct?
He works for us part-time. No, he's working part-time.
Oh, he's a part-time worker now?
Yeah.
Okay, then fine, that's okay. I vote yes.
Item number 5, the town board to authorize the acceptance of the following as per 5A through B, cash donation escrow amounts in planning department.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes.
Number 6, the town board to authorize the comptroller to execute the following as per 6A, B, C, D, and E, transfer, and transfer into various revenue accounts.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes.
Item number 7, the town board to authorize the supervisor to execute the following in form approved by the town attorney. 7A, agreement with L.K. McLean Associates for engineering and grant administration services related to the acquisition of a vacuum sewer jet truck.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes.
I have number 8 under personnel, town board to approve the following personnel matters as per 8A, B, C, and D. An appointment, and accept the volunteer services, a reassignment, and a part-time appointment.
Councilwoman Inzarello?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes, sitting as a Board of Site Plan Review, Town Board approved the minutes of the Site Plan Review, February 2nd, 2016, and conditionally approved the site plan application by Joseph Incalaterra for Vox International for a proposed 8,600 square foot addition, the location being Marcus Boulevard, north of Arcade Drive, Upper.
Councilwoman Inzarello?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes. Okay. Those wishing to be heard, Mr. Dombrowski,
Yes.
you wish to be heard, please go to the microphone.
Thanks, Tom. I'm Bob Zabrowski. I am the founder of Judy's Run, that we have the third year coming up at the gazebo, starting on Smithtown Boulevard. And I guess I'm here to say I don't understand why it was not approved. This will be our third year there. Unfortunately, what happened last year, Suffolk County Police turned the course around on us and went west. We had a map to go east, which would not have interfered with any businesses such as Boulevard Bagels, because they would reopen the road. We go out through Gemini and come around to those blocks, and we come back out on Summit. So I guess I don't understand why it was not approved.
Well, I think you
It's all-
just understood why it was not approved. This becomes problematic with these runs and races or whatever the event is that interferes with commercial businesses. The town board is going to take a hard look at that. You still have time to reapply for a new route. Is that right? Not till June?
No, my event is in May,
In May?
in May.
Well, we're only in March 1st today.
Right.
So I would suggest you come back to the town clerk and arrange for a different route that doesn't interfere with those businesses.
That would be extremely difficult
Why?
to have it. Well, the only other alternative would be to have to start the course on Southern Boulevard, which will not work because the timing company would have to be on Southern Boulevard, which involves registration.
What's
If
a
we
timing
can't,
what's a timing company?
timing company times the runners and walkers, because it's a timed event. And we have upwards of 125 runners. It's a great venue, but to move that, the road is closed anyway on Southern Boulevard, because Suffolk County, but the logistics of it, it'd have to be on the road, the early registrations, the table, the T-shirts. It worked at the gazebo. We'd be willing, so willing to work with the person,
Well,
that has that
Okay.
complaint.
we have plenty of time to approve it. Would you come to the town clerk's office, see what you can work out for a different route that doesn't interfere with that business that complained?
Off of Smithtown Boulevard is what you're saying.
Well, I don't know. I'm not familiar with every geographical layout. So there's plenty of time to make a change where you won't interfere with the businesses.
Louise, would you like to say something? Well, Louise and Laura is part of
Sure.
Breathe for Brett in the
Sure.
June event, right? So
That's
it's the
enough.
same course that we use.
Okay. Fair enough. So, are you finished?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
And I would just take my advice and see if you can work out a better route that doesn't interfere with that particular business that complained. That's the fair thing to do. Yes?
It's easier said than done, yeah, but I understand what you're saying.
You know, if I
Thank you.
owned a bagel shop and I know my business on a Sunday or a Saturday begins at 7 or 6 in the morning, goes to 10, 11 o'clock, I don't want my business interfered.
Yeah, I can
Maybe a later
understand
hour,
that, but
Later times.
Yeah, you might want to make the run later.
But
I
I'd
don't
just
know.
like to add, though, once we start on Smithtown Boulevard, and we start across the street, well, in the strip mall there, the road gets reopened. We go east. Last year, we went west, unfortunately, because Suffolk County turned around, which incurred
Okay.
the whole course to
I'm
be
going to
opened.
just suggest to you, that you take a walk to the town clerk's office today, tomorrow, and see what you could work out to avoid that location.
The road does not get reopened.
discussed with the police department and have said that they will not open the road unless.
Suffolk County said he wouldn't reopen it?
Regardless of the route, as long as there's runners in the area.
Even if everybody's off the road and not coming back on that road, because we're going in through Gemini and all those other blocks to come back out on Summit?
I could show you the contact from the Suffolk County police,
Okay.
exactly what they said.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, thank you, Mr. Zabrowski.
thank you.
Louise Nichols?
Hello, my name is Louise Nichols. I live right here in Smithtown. I'm a 24-year resident here. Have 3 children that go to school here. I'm a special education teacher. I'm also a co-race director of an organization called Breathe for Brit. We chose Smithtown because Brittany lived in Kings Park and lived in Smithtown. We wanted a place that was a running community, and that's what Smithtown is. I live right off of Main Street on Elm Avenue, and every year I have people running past my house. There have been times that I had to go to the supermarket or take my children to judo, and I had to wait, which was okay. My kids loved it. My kids cheered the racers on. My children are all runners. I think because they grew up watching people race by them, it's a part of them. It's a part of who they grew up with and who they are. So we chose Smithtown to be a good place to run because it is a running community. When we went to apply for our permit, we chose races that were already established
Yes.
routes. So we chose Nesconset because it's beautiful. It is a really nice place to run, and my children have run that course before, and they said, "Mommy, that's the best place to run. That would be the best race you could do." Most races are done on Sunday mornings to alleviate any problems. Our race takes place at 9 o'clock as well as Bob's. It's done at that time, so mostly Sunday morning, there aren't a lot of people on the road, so we can get in and out of there very quickly. The only business that is open at that time is, unfortunately, the bagel shop. We will make any accommodations with him. If we change the route, it cannot be done for this year, this calendar year. In order to get a timing company, you need to make a commitment about 7 or 8 months before. Running on Long Island is huge, and there are only a few running timing companies out there. So you need to have your deposit in quickly to reserve that time. So these times are reserved already from the running companies right away. We could possibly make it earlier, like a half hour earlier, to make it work. It's one person. We never had a complaint. We would have never chose this course if we had a complaint. Why would we want to go into a place that had complaints against it? It's too late now to change for this calendar year.
Why?
Because
Because
we
it's
cannot get a timing
timing company.
company. This race was also registered, which we did as a gift to the town because it was we have it measured by Gary Westerfield, who measures for the Olympics. He certifies races. We had this race certified so that it can be used by the community. It's good for 10 years, that certification.
Would you agree that you don't want to interfere with business?
Absolutely.
And there's a fellow who has that business have a right to run a-
Absolutely.
Okay, well, that's the problem.
But it was never brought to our attention before. We would like to work with him and say, you know what, we'll buy your bagels for the race if that's what it takes. You know, we are willing to work with him. There's never been an opportunity to say, hey, this was a problem, let's try to work something
I'll
out.
tell you what, if both of you, Mrs. Zambrano, you, go and buy his bagels so he's not interfered with,
I'll buy his bagels.
then you come back and we'll make sure we give you the permit,
Okay,
okay?
all right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Does Laura Bentz wish to speak?
Hello, my name is Laura. I'm actually the director of the Breathe for Brit Foundation. So all of the funds raised at the Breathe for Brit 5K go to an organization that I founded when I was 20 years old in memory of a little girl I was very close to who passed away from cystic fibrosis, who, like Louise says, has Smithtown roots. That's why we wanted to be here. And I really don't think there's anything that hasn't already been said other than some ideas, specific ideas that we had to work with the business included having him as a sponsor. Regardless, in the past, we have businesses that partner with us that maybe give us a donation, and in exchange, we promote their business. We wouldn't be asking for a donation from him, but we would be able to put him on our email blasts that go out to 500 people, put him on our website, our Facebook page, our T-shirts, to have him not only not detriment his business, but hopefully be a benefit and be a positive to
Well, can I
for
ask you a
him.
question, and the same will go to Mr. Zambrowski? This race is sponsored by you, who lives in Brookhaven. Your race is sponsored by Mr. Zambrowski, who lives in Brookhaven. Why is it you don't have the race in Brookhaven?
Like Louise said, we have, although I physically live in Smithtown, Louise is a co-race
Right,
director with
right.
me. She lives in Smithtown. But we have Smithtown ties to the organization. As Louise said, Brittany was a little girl, a foster kid, bounced around from home to home. She lived in Avalon Gardens for a significant length of time. Brian Kane, who was her godfather and founded the organization, was a lifetime Kings Park resident. Regardless of that, just the running community here is amazing. You asked me, I spoke to you on the phone yesterday,
Yes.
and you said, well, if you were a town supervisor, what would you do? And I just wish that you could have been there on that day. We had Boy Scouts, we had special needs runners that were there, we had just
Okay.
the community.
I don't
would
wish
be
to be
proud to have that race.
argumentative,
No.
because what you're saying is correct.
Yeah,
It is a
no,
beautiful thing,
I didn't feel it was
but it
argumentative.
has an impact on
Absolutely,
people doing business.
absolutely.
Okay. So if you can make that accommodation that you suggested,
Okay,
make the accommodation, we'll make sure you get the permit.
okay. So what would our next steps be? How do we let you know?
Well,
that
let
we're-
me know that you've done it. Tell that fellow
Okay.
who owns the restaurant,
Workout
the bagel, to
Bagel
call me.
store. Okay.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
See? Peace accord. Okay. That's it. I'll move to close the meeting.
Second.
Supervisor Vecchio?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Councilman Warehime?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarello?
Yes.